Hey, how you going? Today we're going to learn how to do the kettlebell windmill. I had a question given to me written to me by Jim Wilson, and he mentioned that at times he would struggle with doing the kettlebell windmills. Now I'm just going to go through the progression that I feel that you need to be able to learn before you can do a kettlebell windmill. Okay, so let's start with the beginning. There are some precursors I think that you need to be able to do before you can attempt the kettlebell windmill, which is I really do believe you should know how to do at least the goblet squat, okay, where your elbows are touching your knees and then coming up, or at least get to this point of a squat, okay? So because you need that flexibility in your hamstrings and through your hips, through your torso, to be able to do the kettlebell windmill. Also, I really believe you should be able to do a press, okay, a racked press. So you're taking it from that racked position, which is your clean position. If you can clean, and you go from here and push up the center with your hand loose. If you've got good mobility in your shoulders, okay, either side as well, okay, good mobility and good flexibility through your torso, then I really do believe if you can do this will give you a good chance to be able to fold into that kettlebell windmill. Also, I just think when you're learning a new exercise with kettlebells, it's really important to go through certain stages to progress safely, because the kettlebell is a lot different to a dumbbell. It can be very unsafe to work with a kettlebell, especially if you haven't got good technique. You don't have to have perfect technique. We're not looking for perfect technique. We just need you to have a technique that's between 80% and 90% to be able to perform it safely so you don't get injured, okay? That's the whole reason why I do these videos. It's not so you can become this perfect kettlebell or lifter, no, because we're all different. I'm quite a short man, I'm 90 kilos, I've got short arms. Everyone's different, right? Some people got long trunks, long legs. Anyway, so with the kettlebell windmill, let's start from the beginning for me at least, okay? Now, bell position is really important, okay? We want that handle facing this way at least, or even on an angle, okay? And we want that bell to be right underneath us. So first of all, bell position. Second of all, feet position. You want your feet facing straight ahead at shoulder width apart, okay? You can go a little bit wider, but for learning's sake, let's stick to shoulder width apart. So I have it right at my toes, and it's the same position as if you were doing the kettlebell deadlift, okay? So if I shift around and face this way so you can see, it's the deadlift position where you hinge at the hips and lift the bell, okay? So I'll continue this way. You want it right there, okay? So bell position, feet position. Then next, you want to be able to hinge and clean that kettlebell up into the racked position, like so. So drive through like you do in the deadlift. We want to go from here and pop it into this racked position, okay? Now, next thing, you want to go, let's swap it this way. Press. You want to be able to press it straight up and lock out your elbow. When you lock out your elbow, you can maintain strength, mobility, and also keep yourself safe from the kettlebell coming down and maybe hitting you in the head. So lock it out. So you can lock it out by pointing your hand or your thumb higher, or just really just pushing, like you're pushing on the ceiling of the ceiling, not pushing on it, right? From here, before you before you make the descent or fold into the kettlebell windmill, from here you just shift your feet slightly so they're both facing in the position, in the direction in which you want to do the kettlebell folding or windmill. So from this position, it's just a slight turn, right? Because we want to be able to bend down to be able to finish the movement. So from here, we're not changing, we're really just rotating it a little bit and turning it in that position. Okay, now, once you turn into that position, from here to there, you don't want to turn your body and face in the same direction as your feet. You want to keep your body facing forward. So although your feet are facing this way, okay, you want your chest to face that way. Now there's a reason for it, and I'll explain to you in a second. Now, from here, right, we're going to load the hip that has the kettlebell. That's the hip that gets loaded, okay, to complete the movement. From here, the spare hand goes onto the opposite leg of this arm, okay? So, and you put it on your thigh. We're going to run our hand straight down your leg till you reach your ankle. Okay, now what's important is this knee, the hand, this knee bends as you descend, but this one with the kettlebell stays straight. So it's easy to remember. Straight arm, straight leg. We're loading that hip, and from here we're going to descend. Now, we descend to here to begin with, and then come up, because you're learning, right? So from here, we descend, you go down to your knee, you get used to that movement, you get used to your body in that position. Again, turning, shoulders facing forward, torso facing forward, hands straight up, push at the ceiling, hand on, and we just want to bend down until, or fold, until we get to your knees, okay? Then come back up again, and then fold, and get to your knees, pause there for probably 3 or 4 seconds, and come back up. Now, the reason I want you to just get to the halfway stage is we want our bodies to get used to the movement, because now that you're holding a weight in an unusual position, angle, your body needs time to get used to it, to adjust to that feeling, okay? And I would even suggest do it without a weight to get used to the movement, okay? So let's do it without a weight. Same process, okay? As if the bell is in your hand from here, and we want to fold over to meet our knees. Now, the crucial point to doing this exercise, and for your spine to be able to rotate, is you've got to keep your eye on the kettlebell. So practice by watching your hand, feet facing this way, long arm, long leg, bent knee. Now, if it's a bent knee, that's where we're bending. Keep an eye on the bell. Now, I'm going to continue to the bottom, okay? From this bottom area, I'm still looking at the kettlebell, and then I'm coming up into this position. You have to maintain view of the kettlebell this whole time in order for you to firstly stay safe, but also to allow your spine to rotate safely in order for you to hold that kettlebell in its position. Okay, so let's do it from the other side. Okay, turn, keeping my chest facing forward. Press the bell high. From here, I'm going to get down, but now I'm going to look at that hand the whole time it's going down, okay? Straight arm, straight leg.
Off.
Straight arm, straight leg. This hand bent. I'm looking the whole time, and I'm focusing on my hip and that hand. Okay, from here we come straight back up. Okay, another thing that you need to be aware of, you do not want your body moving away from this position. You don't want it going out towards that way. You want to be able to keep it really tight, stay on top, so you create almost a T position, and come up Actually, you are creating a T because you're doing this basically. So if I go the other way, it's a T. You come up the other way, and it's a T. Okay? Now, I really strongly suggest when you learn it without weight. Go from this position. Okay, we're going this way. Turn, keep it square, and bend. Okay, load that back hip. This back hip, load it. That's what's going to keep you strong. Looking at the kettlebell. Hold. Actually, go halfway. Hold. 5 seconds. Come back up again. And do that 5 to 10 times. Get used to the feeling. Then again, go from here. Get to halfway. Hop back up. Hold for 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now you're going to feel all sorts of, movement through your obliques and your medius, bit in your hands, your knees, shoulders. It's a full body exercise. And then once you do that drill, just turn halfway, then go the full length. Okay, remember your hands go straight down, touching your ankle, touch the floor, keep the eye on the kettlebell, and then come back up. Okay, just hold, pause down there for 2 or 3 seconds and then come back up again. When you return, okay, push, really push through the heel and come up through the heel with your feet. Okay, now let's go with the kettlebell. Go from here, turn, keeping this torso straight, straight arm, straight leg, bent knee, down, keep an eye on it. 1, 2, and come straight back up. And again, 1, 2, come back up. And always put in the rack position and stick it straight down between your feet. Okay, I hope that really helps. I'm KettleBell. Remember to like and subscribe. Leave a comment in the comment section if you have any more questions. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.